I look bored, so ignore that. But hello everyone and welcome back to weekly reading vlog number 2. We're back. This week I do have sort of a theme. I'm going to be reading books that are either continuing series or finishing series. I'm pretty sure that's the goal anyway. Maybe my TBR will change this week, but at this current moment in time my plan for the week is to read books that continue series. So I'm currently reading Crown of Midnight by Sarah J Maas. We're starting off very similar to last week's start of last video. That was not English. Very similar to the start of last week's video where I'm doing the buddy read with Jemima, where we're reading this series together. This is a reread for me. I'm currently on page 54. I'm supposed to get to page 149 today, so hopefully I can read 100 pages later on. But this is the second book in the Throne of Glass series. If you weren't aware, this follows Celaena, who is an assassin and gets called to be in a competition for the king to become his personal assassin, basically. This is the second book, like I said. That is the goal for the start of this week, or just throughout the week, because we're only reading 50 pages a day. Then I also want to read Ruthless Vows, which is the second book in the Divine Rivals series. That will finish that series for me. And then I also want to read Reckless by Elsie Silver, which is the fourth book in the Chestnut Spring series. Whether or not I'm going to get to all those books this week, we'll see, because I am working, so I'm not sure, but that's the goal currently. I'll talk to you this evening when I am a bit further into Crown of Midnight, so I can give some actual coherent thoughts. Hello, it's currently Tuesday and I've just got to page 185 of Crown of Midnight, and I don't know if I remember feeling this way when I read it the first time, but I just feel like nothing's happened. Like, we're almost halfway in. I'm literally on like 45% and I feel like nothing's happened. We are like learning more about the magic system and things like that. I'm not going to say too much because obviously this is the second book in the series. So yeah, we are like learning more about the magic, but yeah, I just feel like the first half of this book has been really slow, and I know that it does pick up a bit, but we're halfway in. I'm literally 45% of the way in and nothing has happened. Absolutely nothing. We are getting like crumbs of romance, which is fine, but like I feel like there either needs to be action or romance, and at the minute we're literally getting crumbs of both. So not sure how I'm feeling about this one right now. On the reread, the first half is not giving me 5-star feelings. Okay. I just filmed that update. I was on page what, 185? Well, I've got to page 189 and the romance is romancing. So I shouldn't have been so impatient and I should have just carried on. And like, the thing is, I knew it was coming because I've literally read this book before. This is my second time reading it. But yeah, I just got impatient. I'm literally about to be halfway through. But to be fair, I still stand by what I said. The first half has been really, really slow. I'm going to get to page 207 today because that's what page I need to get to for mine and Jemima's buddy read. So I'm going to get to page 207 of this, and then I'm pretty sure I'm going to pick up Reckless by Elsie Silver as well tonight, because today is the release day of Elsie Silver's new novel Wild Love, which is like the spin-off series to Chestnut Springs. I'm pretty sure they're all single dad books, I think, and that one's just been released today. It's literally just been delivered. I'm going to go down and unbox it in a second. And yeah, so because it's an Elsie Silver release day, it's really made me want to carry on the Chestnut Spring series so that I can finish, or that so I can start Wild Love. So I think I'm going to pick up Reckless tonight as well. I do have it on my Kindle as well because it is on Kindle Unlimited. So after I've read the last 18 pages that I have left to read of this today, I am going to move on to Reckless. It's only 10 to 8 in the evening. I've been reading this, to be fair, like I fell behind. So me and Jemima started this buddy read on Saturday, I fell behind today. This morning when I woke up I was only on page 50, so I was like 3 days behind. So today I need to get to page 207, and so I've spent like the past 2 hours reading this. So I've read like 150 pages today, or I will have when I finish this. But like I'm in a really big reading mood and I'm not going to complain. Okay, I've got the parcel. We all know what it is now, so it's not that exciting. Okay, I literally hate Amazon. This happened in my last vlog as well, where it was damaged. There's literally, oh, I don't know if it's going to focus, but there's literally a rip. Can you see that? Look. Oh, why do Amazon do this? It annoys me. Oh well. We have Wild Love by Elsie Silver. I'm so excited that I have this. Okay. I absolutely hate the way I look right now. It's hair wash day today, so just please refrain from judgment because I'm already not feeling my best, okay? I haven't eaten anything today. I'm on my lunch break. It's 1 PM. I'm not feeling good. I don't look good. Please be kind in the comments. I have some reading updates to give, and also today is a new release day. I have 2 new releases to share with you. So first we have Powerful by Lauren Roberts, which is the novella in the Powerless series. I was not the biggest fan of Powerless, let's get real. I think I rated it 3 stars. Realistically, it could have been a 2-star for me personally. I found it quite boring and very, very similar to a lot of other fantasy stories and just not written great. However, I will give some leeway because it was Lauren Roberts' first ever novel. It was her debut novel, and also she was like 18 when she wrote it, I'm pretty sure. I couldn't write it, so you know, hats off to her, but I do want to carry on with the series, hence I bought the novella. I think the next like actual book, Reckless, is coming. There is an excerpt in this book. It's coming in July this year, and you do get the first, like the prologue and the first 2 chapters in this book, so I probably will read that. But this novella is like 250 pages and I thought, why not? It's Adina's story from when Adina is Thingy's best friend. What's her name? Paden. Adina is Paden's best friend, and this is Adina's story from like when she was alone when Paden went to compete in the trials. Then we have The Familiar by Leigh Bardugo. I don't know what this book is about, but the cover is stunning and I don't want to read the blurb because I feel like Leigh Bardugo's books, it's just so much fun to go in blind. But yeah, Leigh Bardugo is the author of Ninth House, so yeah, those are my 2 new releases. Then in terms of reading updates, by the way, today's Thursday, I don't think I said that. Crown of Midnight, we're on page 256, so like 60% in now. Something's just happened that made me cry the first time I read it. I didn't cry this time. I was listening to the audiobook when it happened, and I knew it was coming, so it wasn't as emotional for me. I don't know if I've spoke about this already. I'm pretty sure I have, but yeah, the first 50% of this book has been so slow. Now we're like really into it and the action has started happening, so I'm very happy about that, but the first half was really slow. But I am going to continue, obviously. And then I started reading Reckless. I actually read for an hour this morning. I'm on page 120. This is Theo Silver and Winter's story. Winter is Summer's sister. Summer is the love interest in the first book, and Theo is like Rhett, also from the first book, like his protege. I really, really like this book. So my favourite in the series is Heartless so far, and immediately when I started reading Heartless it gave me 5-star vibes and that 5-star feeling, and this one has been doing the same, which I'm so happy about because I didn't enjoy Powerless, which is the 3rd book, but this one is really doing it for me and I'm so excited to carry on. There's a like baby trope. Is a baby a trope? I don't know. But there's a baby, and Winter, she's giving Nesta, like, but not completely. What I mean by that is, in the first book or throughout this series, Winter has been the sister of Summer who no one really likes, and she's been quite cold, and yeah, no one really likes her. And that reminds me of Feyre and Nesta in ACOTAR. However, I still don't like Nesta even after A Court of Silver Flames, but I do like Winter now, and I'm only 120 pages into this book and I like Winter, so there is that difference. Anyway, the point is, I'm really, really loving Reckless, and I can't wait to read more tonight. And also, Crown of Midnight's good, just not, it wasn't as exciting as I remember it being. I've finished Crown of Midnight, so we're going to give my final thoughts. I did listen to this mostly on audio because honestly, on the reread, I found this really slow. I know I've mentioned it a few times, but it was just a lot slower than I remember it being. But I think it's because I knew what was coming and I just wanted it to happen, if that makes sense. If you've read this book, you'll know. The end, there's some sort of reveal, and I knew it was coming, so I guess I just wanted to be there already. So I did find this quite slow, but I will say that the audio was really fun. I really liked the narrator. She did like different voices for different characters, and yeah, it was just very fun, and I'm gonna give this 4 stars. I will say that I'm very excited to carry on because, again, I know what's coming, and after Heir of Fire, or like from Heir of Fire, the story feels completely different and completely new, because there's so many new things going on that aren't in the first 2 books. So I am excited to read Heir of Fire, but I'm going to give this one 4 stars for the moment. I will finish Reckless today, hopefully, and then I'll update you throughout the day when I'm reading Reckless, because I just feel like I'm going to have a lot of thoughts on that one. Okay, it's a few hours later now, and I'm now on page 216 of Reckless. Guys, this is up there with Heartless to compete to be my favourite of the series so far. This is so good. Winter is like giving Black Cat energy, and Theo is giving Golden Retriever energy. They're like co-parenting so well. Winter is so like snarky and like mean on the outside, but Theo is like just takes it and gives it back to her, but then also is like still so nice to her. Oh, it just really is Black Cat Golden Retriever vibes, and I'm absolutely loving it so far. I'm reading it quite fast, so I'm hoping I'm going to finish the last few, or the last couple 100 pages like within the next few hours. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this so far, and why did no one tell me that this is like really, really good? Okay, I'm here to close out the vlog because I finished Reckless. I really, really like this book. It took me longer than I expected, but not because I wasn't enjoying the book, but just because I got busy and I wasn't reading as much. But I am giving this 5 stars. I think my order of books in the Chestnut Spring series so far is Heartless, Reckless, Flawless, and then Powerless, from best to worst. I really want to read Hopeless now. I've heard not great things about Hopeless, to be honest, but I do want to finish out the series, and I'm really glad I carried on with this. And now I only have 1 book left in this series to complete it, which I'm very happy with. Winter and Theo were so cute, and the fact that they had a baby, I just really enjoyed that aspect of the book. And yeah, this is up there with Heartless at the minute. So I am going to give that 5 stars. Did not get to Ruthless Vows this week, but that's okay. I continued books in 2 series, so I'm happy with that. But I am going to call it here, and I will see you in the next one.